Opening round of the PBS Brakes Hot Hatch Championship, which is underway now. Steve Polly's first start in a front-wheel drive car. Stein hasn't gone anywhere, and Jack Ashton's gone right into the back of him, I'm afraid. The two oldest cars on the grid have had a big bash, I'm afraid. So Polly's start weren't bad. We got a red flag immediately, as you might expect. So Archie Stein, who we were raving about his qualifying performance, didn't get away. Jack Ashton, I think, had made a good start. All of a sudden realised there was a stationary car in front, jinked out of the way. I thought he'd missed him, but he hadn't, unfortunately, and went into the back. And it looks like, is that the Mini that was involved in that too?
Yes, the red Mini. That's spun across as well, and
it's Jerry Frost.
Whether it clobbered the wall or whether it just came up short, I don't know.
After that incident, the red lights go out now, and away they go. Not a perfect start from Steve Polly, but not too bad. Shay Kavanagh then, he's going to lead a hot hatch race for the first time in the outright. Up the inside there goes Adam Brown past David Walsh in his Class B Honda Civic. But it's Kavanagh that leads. Second is Polly, so he didn't get away badly in his first front-wheel drive start. Adam Brown tried to go around the outside of Tate Taverner. And the rest of the field, including the Class C battle, turned their way through the hairpin. Brown looking racy, Marcus.
Very much so. He was quick out of the blocks, wasn't he? But I think he and Tate Taverner got bottled up. Taverner got over the Taverner got over the curb on the outside there. Came back across towards Adam Brown. They touched momentarily, but it was all triggered by Taverner coming off the curbs. And the second of the SK Hondas is that trying to carve its way through. It is. That's Ben Ladar. And he's made it past Adam Brown.
That's right, yes. He did well not to have an incident there, really, in the end, after the contact was made. Brown fighting back on the inside at Paddock, and he's there, he's sideways, and he saves it, but that was a huge moment as he turned into Paddock Hill Bend, avoided getting into Ben Ladar, and then had to save the slide. Here's our Class C leader is ahead of all the B's bar Walsh. So Class B leader is Walsh, but there's the B leader, Daniel Rosen, in his BMW. He's got the similar car of Paul Warren behind, but they've got a faster or more powerful Class A car. Ben Greenhill just ahead. But what a debut this could well be for Daniel Rosen, setting pole in his first race in the championship, and now ahead of Paul Warren as they turn their way through 30s. But Warren in the similar compact, he locks up as they turn into clearways. Can he get a move here on the class leader, Rosen? They've got another Class B car trying to find their way through. It should be quicker in a straight line.
That's appalling, isn't it, with that bewinged Renault.
So they complete 2 laps. Kavanagh leads by 1.5 seconds over Polly. We're watching the Class C leaders turn into Paddock. The Saxo not too much further behind Warren. That's William Bartop in 17. And he's right on the tail of Paul Warren as they turn their way through the right-hander at Druids. Fastest lap of 54.7. The first attempt for Kavanagh. Out of Graham Hill Bend. Now Powling trying to go past Rosen. Meanwhile, up the overall order for third position, Tate Taverner has Ben Ladar trying to draw up alongside as they come up across the line, Marcus.
Yeah, that was quite close as they crested the plateau onto the pit straight here. And Ben Ladar's down the inside. He's not going to let Taverner get back across onto the apex, but Taverner's kept his boot in up the outside. Ben Ladar squeezing down the inside. Taverner has to give way, and Adam Brown fancies his chances at ducking through the hole as well, but isn't quite close enough.
Taverner fights back. Was there a touch there again? If there was, Ben Ladar saved the slide that he had, and now Adam Brown's going to try and get involved in this, but hasn't quite got the straight line speed in the Fiesta. So Taverner hangs on to fourth for now, but Adam Brown's going to have another look up the inside at Clearways.
Had a little lunge, didn't he?
And Taverner's run wide. So he missed the apex, I think, and Brown has drawn up alongside. Has the Fiesta got the legs in a straight line, though? I think the Civics might have a bit more. Maybe the Fiesta's lighter. So can fight back in the corners. Adam Brown looks to the inside at Paddock, but Taverner hangs on in fourth spot. Just behind them, the Class B leader, David Walsh. He's a long way ahead in that category. switched from a Clio to a Civic this season. Meanwhile, down to Graham Hill Bend. There's Taverner, still in fourth, still ahead of Adam Brown. Ben Ladar's got away since he passed him about a lap ago. SK Motorsport have built a couple of good Civics here, both in podium positions. Almost already halfway through this shortened restart, 5 minutes to go for Shay Kavanagh as he completes 5 laps of racing and sets a new fastest lap of 54.569, but that is bettered by Steve Polly. Steve Polly sets the aimshop.com fastest lap of the race of 54.380 and quicker than he went this morning in qualifying.
So this is really hotting up now with 5 minutes to go. Exactly half this restarted race to run here at Brands Hatch on the Indy circuit. Fastest laps in the 54-second bracket. And there is Steve Polly in the Mac Tools car.
He's just lapped the newcomer Kurt Webb, the driver from Sevenoaks. He's not had a very long trip to get here to Brands Hatch this morning. There he is in his Fiesta ST, the care and repair Sevenoaks prepared car. And he's just going to go a lap down to Ben Ladar 2, who perhaps has Tate Taverner again a bit closer to him once more. Adam Brown's dropped away in 5th in the Fiesta. Lead gap now 1.6 seconds. 8 attempts caught by Polly. What a story this would be if Steve Polly can win on his return after 21 years out of the racing seat. There he is in 36, up towards Druids in the polysport.com Honda Civic K24 engined machine.
Yeah, he's got the bit between his teeth now, hasn't he? And here's that battle, and Taverner is closing on Ben Ladar in the battle for third. This, though, similarly coloured car of Shay Kavanagh.
Got yellows at paddock. Somebody's had a spin, I think. There's lots of tyre smoke down there. It's got back going, though, I think. So no worry for the leaders, that. Meanwhile, the Class C leader, still Daniel Rosen, and he's got a car between himself and Paul Warren at the start of the lap. So the lead gap, which was 1.6 seconds, goes out because Kavanagh sets the fastest lap. 54.244, the new aimshop.com fastest lap of the race, which is within a second of the lap record. There he is then, Shay Kavanagh, in only his second season, the 30-year-old from Derby. Last season raced a Clio in Class B and never won Class B. Got 5 podiums, but was never a class winner, so he's never won a race before, whether that be for class or outright. Will today change that? He's got 3 minutes to hang on, 1.8 seconds ahead. Oh, the car that spun at paddock was the Class C leader. Daniel Rosen has dropped 5 spots. So Paul Warren leads Class C now with William Bart up second, and Rosen has rejoined in third. But what a shame there for the championship newcomer. Another best lap for the leader, Kavanagh, 54.222. So he's pulling out the lead now, 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, he looks very comfortable, doesn't he? And at this rate, it could be 2 of those SK Motorsport cars on the podium, because Mohammed Ben Ladar is in third place and easing away again from 22 there on your screens. That's Tate Taverner.
There's the B leader, David Walsh, who's had a very slow lap, a 1:05. Maybe he's had a moment. He still leads Class B, but instead of being 12 seconds ahead of Liam Pauling, he's now only 4.3 seconds. So quite a costly mistake that potentially for David Walsh. He has, though, set a new B record, I think, in this race, a 50. Let's get the right line, a 55.7. No, he's not quite there, only a couple of attempts away there, apologies, but nearly at record pace. We're now number 21, David Walsh. So obviously his Civic not as highly tuned as those ahead. The Type R trophy cars we saw out earlier fit into Class B, so presumably a similar specification of car for David Walsh in 21. Very plain looking car he drives. Couple of laps to go as he crosses the line, and he leads the Renault of Pauling now by 2.6 seconds. This gap is coming down. He's all well with that new Civic for Walsh, I wonder.
Yeah, Ben Greenhill's come up well from 9th on the grid into 6th.
Paul Warren is dropping down. Oh no, apologies, got the wrong car. We've got Warren and Warren, haven't we? One of them had a transponder glitch. which was Lee Warren, but no, Paul Warren still leads Class C. I'm not sure if he's won a class before. He is half a second up ahead of William Bartup, who's now got a 5-second track limit penalty. The driver's second in C. And there's a slow-moving Clio, which is 52, the ex-motocross racer, Lewis Ellis. Is he going to even make it up the hill, I wonder? So, Shay Kavanagh is on lap 11. This is going to be the last lap, I reckon. He leads by 2.6 seconds. He's heading up towards third. He's never won a race before. In only his second season, turns a couple of seconds ahead of Ryan Polly into Clearway's corner. The 30-year-old director of SK Motorsport from Derby turns his way out of Clark Curve, and Shay Kavanagh is a winner in the PBS Brakes Hot Hatch Championship. As the checker flag goes out, then Kavanagh, I'm sure, will be delighted with that. Another new winner today, 3.2 seconds ahead of Steve Polly in a good return to racing. Ben Ladar takes third. He beats Taverner by just a second. Adam Brown is fifth. Ben Greenhill should come home in sixth position. He's a little way adrift of those ahead. David Walsh, can he hang on to win Class B? Because that gap had been coming down. There he is. So it's going to be a Civic win in Class B. David Walsh takes it then, ahead of the Clio of Liam Powling. Lee Warren is in ninth, and then is Paul Warren going to win Class C? He is, yes, he's absolutely delighted. Hand and fist out of the window there, urging his car home. Paul Warren wins Class C, which I think would be a first. William Bartup will hang on to second despite the penalty by 31 thousandths of a second ahead of Daniel Rosen, who led for so long before that spin. And then Josh Hilton fourth. So more storylines being made, Marcus, with yet another new winner.
Yeah, got plenty to write about for the comics this week, that's for sure. And we're not even halfway through this race meeting.
Yeah, race 6 of 21.
Yeah, exactly.
So the winner, 93, Shay Kavanagh by 3.2 seconds from 36, Steve Polly. 105, Ben Ladar was third. Tate Taverner in 22 was fourth. Adam Brown, the best non-Civic, and his Fiesta was fifth. And Ben Greenhill sixth. David Walsh, a class winner in his new car. Liam Pauling behind. Then Lee Warren was ninth. And Paul Warren, Class C winner for the first time, we think. Paul Adams was in 11th, ahead of William Bartup after his penalty in 12th. Daniel Rosen 13th, and Josh Hilton in 14th. William Hornsey, Oliver Coles, who came through from the back, was 16th. Wayne Shackelford, the last car on the lead lap. Then Chris Woods, Harry Greenhill, Kurt Webb were finishers. We lost Lewis Ellis and Neil Frost since the restart as well. Two races come tomorrow for the PBS Brakes Hot Hatch Championship. It's a triple header to start out their championship season. And we still have 4 races to come this afternoon. The F1000 Championship will pick up the pace in the next race before we have the second round of the Armed Forces Race Challenge, the 116 Sprint Championship and the Tegiwa Type R Trophy. But the Hot Hatches are making their way into the pit lane after that race, where we saw Shay Kavanagh take his first victory in a newly built SK Motorsport Honda Civic. So a great effort from him. Class B winner David Walsh in a new car in his Honda Civic. And then in Class C, it was Paul Warren after so many years of racing in Hot Hatch. He said he was only going to do this round as a one-off this year. I wonder how today's gone, whether we may see more of Paul Warren during the course of the season in his BMW Compact after a great battle to win in Class C. There's Ollie Coles, just making his way down into the pit lane, a 30-year-old from Herefordshire who's returning to racing this weekend, former MG and Porsche racer and Burkitt Relay class winner in his 2003 Renault Clio 172 Cup car. Great to have that, and we're quickly going to be into our next race of the F1000 Championship. Cars already coming out of the assembly area. So we'll see if we get a chance to speak to Shay Kavanagh. If not, we'll start thinking about the next race, race 7 on our programme. But before we get there, let's catch up with our race winner who's down in the pit lane.
was another fantastic race for the hot hatches, and we've got the 3 class winners here. We're going to quickly have a chat with Shay Kavanagh. Congratulations, that was a bit of a dominant win.
It was. Well, I say that, but lap 4 he was coming really fast, and he was just qualifying lap after qualifying lap, just trying to get ahead and stay ahead, because it was, yeah, it would have been a close race. Otherwise it had got me if I'd have just come off the back burner a little bit. But yeah,
It definitely looks like you have confidence in the car then. Is that giving you confidence in, obviously, into the second race?
I had a bit of seat time in it last year, so it's not a fresh car, so we're good. But yeah, no, looking forward to the next race tomorrow. So.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your win then. Thank you. Right, so next we're going to have a chat with David Walsh. Congratulations. Obviously, Class B winner. How's it feel?
It was better before I threw it off all on my own. I think when we were sitting on the grids, when there was a red flag at the start, I must have leant on the brake bias valve and adjusted it. And then for the first 3 laps, I was thinking, this car doesn't feel right, something feels a bit weird about this, and then managed to have an excursion across the grass all on my Todd. But other than that, it was absolutely fine, yeah, good.
Well, congratulations on the win then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And Paul Warren was the 3rd winner, but we've got to wrap it up because the next race is underway. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
First ever win.
First ever win. Congratulations.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
You can wrap it up and carry on.
Formula 1000 up next.